Finally, after weeks, we are getting Juliet's story moving forward in such a brilliant way. Episode 9 of Silo Season 2 is available to watch on Apple TV Plus right now. I've watched it. We gotta talk about it. Full spoilers. I know a lot of you have been complaining and wondering when Juliet's story was going to take a step forward, when we were actually going to see things happen in her silo, where she was compared to the other stories that are happening in this season. Well, episode 9 finally gave you an answer, and my goodness, the answers were awesome. What a great episode, an episode that finally focused on Juliet and that side of the story. Now, I haven't been with most people where I've kind of been bummed out by the storyline with Juliet. Yes, it could have been moved a little faster. We could have seen things paced just very differently compared to what we have gotten. But it all paid off. It all paid off. The answers we got in this episode regarding Solo, the kids who were in the silo, who were born after the rebellion, and everything regarding Silo 17, was so incredibly satisfying. The mystery thriller sci-fi vibe paid off in such a way. We got questions answered. Solo came around. We figured out that he was, in fact, IT's son, the head of IT's son, which I predicted earlier in the season. It all made sense, and it all came back around until we are now finally getting Juliet back to her silo, hopefully very, very soon. It makes sense, right? Not everybody took part in the rebellion. We saw that flashback of the sheriff offing Solo's dad, which was so sad. What a poor kid to go through at 12 years old. He's locked in a vault. Now he has this entire weight on his shoulders that he has to deal with. But then you look at the kids and their parents. Yes, it would make sense for some people to stay behind and then eventually continue on and try to survive and raise families in a silo that was essentially destroyed. Now my question goes as to whether or not Juliet's going to be the only one that goes back, or if she's going to find a way to help these people out. I have a feeling they're all going to stay and they're going to live in harmony together, but does Eder come with her? It seems like Eder wants to go back to the silo with Juliet, and she does seem to have 2 suits. Now, jumping back to Silo 18, where all of the other storylines are happening. A lot happened in this episode, but I want to focus on everything that happened with Lucas Kyle. We have seen him over the last couple of episodes really hone in on trying to figure out this thing with Salvador Quinn. Decipher the code, look at books and the library and computers, and he's trying to get all of the answers he's looking for. Well, he finally got it in this episode. We see him. He is going to the bottom of the silo. He's getting Shirley's help, which is super interesting. He's using Juliet's name as kind of a pass key to get through to the bottom, and we see him get his answers, which was so cool to see. And the biggest answer out of everything was this thing called the algorithm. I'm saying the algorithm because in the subtitles of the show, which I watch with subtitles, it says the algorithm. We didn't see a name. Lucas didn't say anything regarding the name. It was never mentioned anywhere. But the algorithm, this automated